Lakshmi Garu will start. The live started already. Please start.
Women Empower celebrates International Women's Day under PSSM UK and PIDA International. I am the light. I am the beauty. I am the glory. I am the solitude. I am the silence. I am the passionate. I am the strongest. I am the root. I am the unconditional love. I am the pride. I am the power. I am the greatest creation of God. I am a woman. Happy Women's Day to all.
స్టార్ట్ చేసేసారా?
Namaste, Namaskaram. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Women Empower. Women Empower is our new initiative to promote comprehensive well-being and wellness for women for all walks of life. These initiatives aim at the intrinsic expanse of mind space, and mental health. A saying goes, strong woman stands up for herself. A stronger woman stands up for everyone else. So today, each of you are here for yourself and collectively for everyone else. You are a stronger woman. The afternoon program is an interesting mix of events related to mind, mindfulness, meditation, and yoga. Without any delays, the first one of them, as always, we begin with the Almighty. It's Kuchipudi dance by team from PIDA International to the rendition of Ganapati Stuti. And the dancers are Usha, Shushma, Saujanya, and Radhika, who trained under Srimati Padmavati. The dance floor is all yours, ladies.
Dear friends, the remaining people, can you turn off your videos? So only 4 people, they will come on screen. Please turn off. Sri Garu, can you keep gallery view? Okay, let's play the song, ma'am, please.
Shall I play the song?
Yes,
Padmavati?
yes, please. Lakshmi madam, please,
Yeah.
you can hear the song.
Yeah, it's already shared. I'm sharing the sound.
Please, one more time.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry for the disturbance. In the beginning, it will take some technical challenges once the program flow starts.
Can you check the sound now, please?
No, cannot.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just playing it.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear that?
Please continue. Yes.
गणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिम् महादेवसुतं गुरुमुखनुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुमुखनुतं मानकोटि प्रेमासुञ्चन्तं मानकोटि प्रेमासुञ्चन्तं महादेवसुतं गुरुमुखनुतं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रिय मूषिकवादनमोदकप्रिय महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रिय मूषिकवादनमोदकप्रिय पमगमरि सरि सरि पमगम सरि सरि गमरि सरि 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 पमगमनि पमरि गमरि सरि सरि पमगमरि सरि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि
Very, very lovely performance. This is a very good kickoff of the program. We already proved that we are strong. We have technical glitches, but we still started. So very well done, ladies. Right. So it's time for Ritu Sanghvi. She is a program manager of SAB International AS and director at Nylon Enterprises Private Limited. Rituji will lead today's guided meditation, followed by her wisdom sharing, garnered by nearly 2 decades.
Hi, Lakshmi ji. I couldn't hear you in the end, but it is over to me is what I am expecting. Thank you so much. I hope you can hear me very clearly, everyone. I had been associated with the PSSN, it's been 18 years, more than 18 years into meditation. I'm an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, but I can vouch that my whole journey was carved with the help of heading within into through meditation. And the space that I've reached today is so beautiful, so happy that I found discovered my true self. And every woman, I think, has, not only women, but every human has everything within them, a very big treasure within them, which we have to unleash with the help of meditation, going within, learning from, hearing, listening to ourselves, learning from people who have walked the path. What I've created here as well, in brief, I would like to share that we actually help people learn the techniques to manage their own software and hardware, which is the mind and body. And from there to bring out their performance enhancement. And the tool that we use is yoga, because the 8 limbs of yoga incorporates observance, self-restraint, meditation, of course, movement and postures, focus, and union. So this is the journey which unfolds the hidden potential, the infinite source of energy, being one with our higher self, and discover the beautiful life that we are living. So, not taking much time, let's dive into this inner dimension if we all are ready. So, I would request everyone to sit comfortably in your easy position. Take help, take support if you want. Close your eyes. Relax your mind. Relax your forehead muscles. Go beyond your body and thoughts. Drop all the thoughts from your mind. Have a beautiful smile on your face, which reaches to each and every cells of your body. Take your smile to your neck, to your shoulders, each and every cells within. Take your smile to your upper body, to each and every cells of your upper body, your back, your whole body, from your head to toe. Everything is relaxed, beautiful. Now slowly bring your awareness to your heart chakra, which is between your chest. Your mind is fully relaxed, calm, quiet. And sustain the smile and feel in your heart chakra the blissfulness, which is unconditional. Love is the highest dimension of frequency, and love is what is associated with women as the essence of being a woman. So feel more and more love. Open your heart. Feel the inner blissfulness. Relax all the muscles of your face, a sweet smile on your lips, and feel the love in your heart. Surrender yourself to this love. Go deep and deep. Be the love. Release and let go all the resentments, all that is holding in your cells, and create the space for more and more love. Forgive others and forgive yourself. Release the resentments, release the worries, and create more and more blissfulness, more and more love within you. Fill yourself, fill your heart with joy and gratitude for all the wonderful things in your life. Feel the joy, feel the gratitude, feel the divine love that has been showered on you. This is what you will define love. This is the feeling that you will define a blissful state, a love affair with your life, a state of abundance, a state of gratitude, state of love. Nothing else but just love. You are fully empty, you're fully surrendered, all your muscles are relaxed, your forehead muscles, your eye muscles. Your mind is quiet, calm, and peaceful. And all you are experiencing is deep love within you. Be the light you want to be. Be the love you deserve. Feel the love that you deserve. Give love to yourself. Create love so that your energy and aura radiates to this whole universe. Love from within. You're fully empty, fully surrendered, only allow this experience of blissfulness, love, and abundance expand and multiply manyfold. Go deeper and deeper. Blissful state of being, our true nature. We already are blessed with this. A heart of love, a mind of stillness, and a being which is always blissful. Anandamay. There is no end to this fullness of this emptiness and feeling of blissfulness. As you create more and more love within you, radiate this boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, across, unhindered. Allow it to reach the entire world, go beyond the boundaries of body and geographical limits. Be one with this natural universal flow of energy. Be silent with this natural universal energy flow. Feel the joyfulness of this freedom, joyfulness, compassion, acceptance, admiration, gratitude, respect, trust, cherishing every moment in the present, creating your own reality in the present. Inhale love and exhale gratitude. That is the essence of this Women's Day, of being a woman. Deep into your world, the universe within you, blissful and full of love. Now slowly take your awareness from your heart chakra to the top of your head on your crown chakra. And let this love reach every corner of this creation, to this cosmic world, to the whole potential of existence. You receive love and you give love. And being in a state of love, not only in this time, but always throughout the day, bringing our awareness to our blissfulness and of ourselves being in this present moment, creating this time, this state of being with everything that we do. We slowly rub close, keeping our eyes closed, rub your hand. Slowly rub your hand and keep it on your eyes. Meeting yourself once more, celebrating yourself once more before we open our eyes and attend this world with this inner blissfulness. You can slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining this short mindfulness.
Not doing the anchoring. Oh, I need to jump there, but it's really, really very, blissful, as you said. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Rituji, for your wonderful guidance. Soon we will going to organize like your 7 chakras meditation on full moon days. So thank you so much for your guidance. Thank you, madam.
That was really refreshing, isn't it, everyone? So, yeah, Rituji said, all about it. And now we are going to see it a little bit practically. Priya Palagani from Manchester, UK. She's an IT professional working with Network Rail, practicing meditation from the last 11 months and actively participating with charity organization in Network Rails to raise the benefits of homeless people. So she's going to lead us into the interactive session, self-love. Let's get involved. Priya?
Yeah, just a second. Hope you all are able to see my screen.
Yes, Priya, please, all the speakers, try to be little bit back because in YouTube live our head is not looking good. Try to maintain little bit. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Yes, let's start.
Yeah. Happy Women's Day to all the beautiful women out there. And today we are going to explore a bit about ourselves through self-love after this wonderful meditation. And this is before we start, I would like to share a small story. This is a story of a Himalayan musk deer with really a powerful lesson. So now you may already have heard about musk. Maybe it exists in your fragrance or perfumes or deodorants as a scent. Musk is a kind of valuable, extremely fragrant salve that found in the navel of the musk deer. It's a habitant of the highest Himalayan hills of India. So at a certain age, the ravishing odor of musk secretly oozes out of the navel of the musk deer. And the deer becomes so excited at the attractive odor of the musk and frisks about, searching for where this fragrance comes from and searching everywhere for many weeks to find the source of the fragrance. Finally, it grows very angry and very restless because the deer is unable to find the source of the musk perfume and jumps from the high cliffs into the valley and trying to reach the source of the rare fragrance and thus plunges to death. It is then the hunter gets hold of him and tear out the pouch of the musk. You know, like this musk deer, how we spend our whole life searching for the happiness, the pleasures outside of us when what we are searching is actually inside us. The musk deer inspires us to trust our unique sense of our talents and the knowledge we got. Real happiness comes from meaning, relationship, and connection with oneself. See, we all know we can't love someone whom we don't know. So how can you love yourself when you don't know about yourself? So and today we hear a lot about like a self-love and a self-care, but neither of these is possible if you don't have that self-knowledge or the self-realization or without the self-awareness about yourself. So let's quickly have a bit of activity for ourselves, just to know a bit of where we are in knowing ourselves. So just guys, what I will do is, these are the list of small questionnaire I have prepared for you and hope you are able to see my screen. And for each question, I will give you the 10 or 15 seconds and you can mark it like yes or no, that's it, okay? So knowing about yourself will be the beginning of a happy and confident life of a good self-love, okay? So the first question is, have you ever spent time with yourself to understand or know about your likes or dislikes? Say yes or no, that's it. Your time starts now. The second question, do you know what does the word happiness means to you? What is worth striving for or what you're looking for? What is happiness? Your real happiness. Just think about yourself. This is about self-love, and this what we are doing this activity is to know about yourself, okay? So what does the word happiness mean to you? Yes or no, okay? Third, do you know what are the things or actions that gives you energy? Example, listening to music, sports, meditation, anything. So do you know what are the actions or the things that gives you energy? The fourth one, do you know what inspires you? What makes your eyes light up? Or say, yes, this inspired me. or this particular book or particular activity or particular podcast or anything, or a person, anything, what inspires you? Fifth one, do you know what are the unique talents you got? Unique talents. That's any talent in the sense, any form. So what talent you got? Do you know about you? Do you know about it? Yes? No. Next, have you ever thought of simplifying your life and focus on what is most important? You could have done in many circumstances, for different instances. You can think about that. Like finding what are the things that takes your time and resources and trying to simplify them. Next, have you been gentle with yourself when things didn't go as per your expectation? Have you been gentle with yourself when things didn't go as per your expectation? Okay. So and the final one, it's not in the presentation here. Have you ever said or felt yourself, yes, I love myself for what the challenge is, how I dealt with the challenge, or how for any instances that you have come across, that you felt like, yes, I love myself, I did it. That energy, did you say to yourself? Okay. If any of the answer is no, after this session, revisit this question. Ask yourself, why, what, where, how you can do it. So yes, answer that question. Surely, I bet it will help you in future. So let's move on to the next. So not everything, not everything is in our control. There are few things, but still there are few things that is in our control. So one of such thing is the thoughts you think, because our mind are a powerhouse, and the words you say, the place you go, because location got energy wherever you go. Example, the temple, the house, so wherever you go, the location got that energy. And the habits you form, because time has the memory, the consistency of a particular habits creates the reality. And the people you choose, we become like our closest friends. So what kind of people you surround yourself? So these are the few things that we got in control. So that help us to love ourselves first thing, and then the world. Okay. So this will help you to transform. So try this 5 things: the thoughts you think, the words you say, the place you go, the habits you form, the people you choose. Sure, it will be very helpful to take your day-to-day decisions, or for any task or for anything that you make decisions. So this will help. So a small affirmation for approaching life and self with love. So we can say to ourselves, I love through service. It's not just saying, you have to feel. So I serve my life and self through the thoughts I choose. That is true. What we think is what we are. And the words we say, and the actions I take, and the habits I form. When all of these are aligned, I create the light in myself, and that reflects to everyone. And guys, yeah, you can make your self-love cocktail. So yes, so you can create your custom cocktail for you, which is like healthy eating, meditating, gym time, creating, dancing, sports, or whatever which you like personally, which you feel, yes, I have to do this for myself so that I feel energetic, and my energy that vibrates to my family, and they will be happy and energetic, and it reflects that energy, the positive vibe, the love to everyone around us. Yep. That's it. Happy Women's Day to all the beautiful ladies and all the participants who has joined us through Zoom, through YouTube. Really, I appreciate you for taking your time. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the organizers. Wonderful. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
This deserves to play the opening music again.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
If you all can hear it.
Lakshmi, I can't hear.
Right. Again, I'll share it again. We definitely have to have the music. Thank you very much, Priya. That was wonderful. After that relaxing meditation and loving yourself, it was really good. But yeah, I'm puzzled. Happiness, know the definition, but I'm sure I'll get it. I'm into meditation now, so hopefully soon I'll know where my happiness lies. Right. So now we finished meditation. We finished, self-love and everything. So now we have a team is going to perform something very important for us. You can always control what goes on outside, but I say it again, sorry. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but can you always control what goes inside? And that's yoga. Yoga, inhale the future and exhale the past. We have team from PIDA International performing yoga for us.
Yes, dear friends, once again, I want to please turn off everyone, your videos, only participants, turn on your videos, because remaining people, can you turn off your videos, please? Srilu Garu, can you keep in a gallery view, everyone? Gallery view, be ready. And Lakshmi Garu, can you play small music? Be ready for the Karas.
Can you hear, ma'am?
Yes, I'm hearing, but little bit reduced because
Okay.
I need some instructions. And some more right leg back, left leg back, plank, drop your knee, right forward, back, exhale, Make it very, very clear. Lakshmi garu, can you reduce the sound? Maybe they cannot hear. Second step, up again. Back, back. Exhale. Right. Back, back. Drop the back. Inhale, cobra. Mountain. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Back, back. Exhale. Back, back. Left leg back. Drop your leg. Arch back. Drop your hand. Leg back. Mountain. Drop your knee. Rest it. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Drop your leg. Arch back. Right leg forward. Bend, bend. Down, relax. Lakshmi garu, can you stop the music, please, Andy? They cannot hear my voice. Please stop it better. So now Padma garu demonstrating. Just listen, please. Padma garu demonstrating uterus problems, which will helpful. That is Chakki Chalasan. Chakki Chalasan, which will be helpful for all our uterus problems. So Chakki Chalasan first. Number 2, slowly go for Trikonasana. Trikonasana. Now slowly go for Trikonasana. Please stand. Trikonasana. Slowly bend right side. And slowly center. Exhale left side. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly center. Relax. Now Madhavi garu going to perform gastric problems, which will helpful to reduce our gastric problems. So that one she's going to perform Pavana Muktasan. First Pavana Muktasan. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly go to the next fish pose. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Next, Sushma garu going to perform to increase our height. Many students, many children, they want to increase their height. So first one is Tadasana. Tadasana. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly release. Now go to tree pose. Tree pose. 3, 2, 1. Down. Relax. Now Radha Garu from Doha. She's going to perform, which will increase our memory and concentration. So first she is going to perform lotus pose. Lotus. Sit straight. Relax. 3, 2, 1. Now slowly go to Ekapadasana. Ekapadasana. Please stand up. Bend forward. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax. Release. Now slowly Radha Garu. Next Radhika Garu going to perform, which will helpful to asthma and diabetes. To reduce asthma and diabetes. So first she is going to perform Halasana. Halasana. Back. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Down. And slowly stretch your legs forward and slowly stand up. Standing front bend. Inhale, arch back. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. The last one, Satya Garu. She is performing irregular periods. Irregular periods. These asanas will helpful to irregular periods. So Satya Garu first performing butterfly pose. Butterfly. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, front bend. One more. Inhale, exhale, front bend. Last one. Inhale, exhale, front bend. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Down. Slowly up and slowly stretch your legs forward and come to Sarvangasana. Hold your legs. Give a roll. Inhale, exhale, and slowly up, Sarvangasana. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly, Bhavana Garu. Now she is going to perform yoga for fertility, which will helpful to fertility. So first go to Chakrasana. Stay there. Chakrasana. 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. Relax. Stretch your legs forward. And slowly inhale up. Exhale. Front bend. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Slowly up and down. So last one, Sanjya Garu. She's and now she's performing, which will helpful for thyroid. Slowly go to Ustrasana, camel pose. Camel pose. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly up. Now last one. Go to Setu Bandhasana. Hold your knees. Bridge pose. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down. Inhale up. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Down. Now slowly release. So dear friends, thank you so much for watching. These are all ladies. Every day they are practicing. Every day they are practicing yoga and meditation. So last Shanti Mantram. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Prunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mam Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much, ladies, for my request. You all done today inspired a lot for everyone. Thank you so much. Over to Lakshmi Garu.
That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You made it look as it's very easy. Thank you very much. It's a very good effort. I got some names here: Radhika, Radha, Shushma, Usha, Satya, Lakshmi, Bhavani, Sandhya. Very, very, very well done. Thank you very much for showing us all those poses. Right. We have next is we have Mallika Garu. She is into meditation about 4 months, and she has taken the challenge to organize 41 days meditation, and she's doing very well now. So I want her to say all about it, how she's doing it, and share all her about her journey and the motivation behind it. Mallika Vasugaru from Birmingham.
Yeah. Namaste, Masters. First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. This is a wonderful, wonderful program. Thoroughly enjoying it. Yeah. So I'm Mallika. I'm from Birmingham. I started my meditation journey. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Mallika Garu, we can.
Yeah. I started my meditation journey just about 4 months ago. Yes, we have formed a lovely group in Birmingham, and we are successfully heading towards our 5th week of per-day meditation program. The reason behind all of this, I would say, is support from the universe and from our senior masters to fulfill my pure intention of helping people by spreading meditation. This lockdown time and pandemic has played with the people's emotions in one way or other. In my first 3 months journey with meditation, I have experienced immense bliss, peace, positivity, and my emotions were under my control. Having seen all these benefits with meditation, I had a pure intention to spread these benefits to all the people I know. So if the intention is true and it's for greater purpose, the universe will always help us. I strongly believe in that, and likewise, I'm receiving all the support I needed effortlessly. To me, it seems as though the path has been laid for this purpose. Before we go into my meditation journey, I'll share a little bit about myself. I'm a postgraduate in computer science from Hyderabad, India. My husband and I moved to UK in 2003. I chose to be a housewife to look after my 2 daughters. I'm thoroughly enjoying life, fulfilling my motherly duties. Apart from being a housewife, with the aim of keeping our Telugu culture alive and to celebrate festivals, along with few friends, I created a Birmingham Telugu group and organized a few events in the past. I'm also a spiritual person. In my usual day, I dedicate 2 to 3 hours to listen to Puranas and Pravachanams. But before, I never thought about meditation Until 4 months ago, I used to think one needs to be with a guru to meditate. So I never did meditation. Um, I did not know any meditators at all until last November. Yeah, that's about myself. Now I'll tell you about my how I entered into meditation. My mother, who was in India, tragically passed away in the month of August due to an accident, and I could not go because of this pandemic. I was grieving, and I came across about yoga classes online. I have joined the course, and at the end of the course, Yoga Guruji introduced us to a simple meditation, which was only for 10 minutes. But I experienced immense peace. Since then, I continued meditating regularly by myself, and I did for a half an hour or so. I loved it. I enjoyed the feeling I'm getting from meditation. Exactly at that time, I came to know about our women's group in Manchester, and the PMC breath meditation group, and through a message in our local WhatsApp group. So I have joined that group, and I was amazed by the world that Patriji has built for us. I wondered how I missed all this, when it is uh, right beside me. Uh, uh, Once we enter into this divine journey, it is very easy for us to get a more material and find out the information that we needed, because Patriji made sure of that. So many resources available. So I followed the PMC YouTube channel, and I came to know that we can meditate for long hours, and then I was managing 4 to 5 hours of meditation. I was curious, and I was also very much enjoying being in a meditative state. Yeah, I had a very good life, but meditation gave me that fulfillment to my life. I felt very content. Eventually, came in contact with Padma Garu. That was in the month of December. In our first conversation, we spoke for about an hour over the phone. She patiently replied to all my questions, and she asked me to start a group in Birmingham. That is when the seed was planted. I just thought it's been only 3 months, and how can I teach? And just within 2 weeks, again, I was advised by two other masters to start the group. So I was under the impression that I could teach others only if I underwent great spiritual experiences. So I was carrying on meditating myself, but at the same time, I was getting the feeling that I am neglecting what I was supposed to do. I was in dilemma what to do. Somehow I felt like calling GK sir, and during that conversation with him, I was satisfied that I am good to start a group, and also got the assurance if I need any advice and support, our GK sir is there. I think I needed that assurance. I also thought if my meditation helps a single person to change their life, if it brings peace, joy, then what else I need? Yeah, as soon as that thought came, I just started working towards it. Then the question was how to implement it. PSSM has always believed in the science of topic, any topic. Whatever they mention, they go through the depth of that spiritual topic. By that time, I already enrolled myself in a spiritual tablet course by our Honorable GK sir, and also the Yogic and Ethical Excellence course by Shivaramappa sir. It was organized by Ravi Kiran. With these courses and being associated with the PSM, I myself have learned a lot during these 3 months' time. Everyone seems to know what meditation and mindfulness is, but what they need is the science behind uh, behind this meditation. So with that idea, I came up with the concept 3 days and 3 masters. It was Sunday I spoke to GK sir, and within 5 days I made all the arrangements, and the workshop started on Friday. In the third day workshop, I have explained about meditation. Sorry. So I have explained about meditation in terms of quantum physics, what are the advantages of a meditation, and how to manifest and heal with meditation. So with all these topics, all this I learned from our GK sir's spiritual tablet course. There are all this, for the 3-day workshop, I have invited a master on each day to share their experience. It was a 1-hour program each day. For first half an hour, I delivered a science presentation, and next half an hour, guest speakers shared their experiences. Combined with the science and experience sharing, our workshop has inspired many of my friends. So it was a huge success. My idea initially was just to have a 3-day workshop, but after seeing their enthusiasm and interest, I decided to organize a 40-day meditation program. So I started a first session on Monday, and our sessions are 5:30 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. There's a 40 minutes meditation and 5 minutes wisdom sharing. It's been 4 weeks now, and we have two more weeks left. I have been sharing my knowledge that I am learning from 11.1 course to all my friends. My group members are amazing. They are really, really very good, and they are really great masters. My heartfelt gratitude to them for giving me the opportunity to conduct meditation sessions for them. Yeah, very special thanks to Padma Madam, who has been supporting me by answering my calls and providing the material that is required. Also, I have been inviting various experienced masters to conduct the sessions twice a week. Yeah, a special thanks to all those masters who kindly agreed and took sessions for us and cleared all the doubts for us. And my gratitude to Patriji, Brahmashi Patriji, and GK sir, and all the PS system masters for supporting me, and all the meditators. My intention was to ignite the spirituality in the souls that are waiting to receive it. I know that the ignition will take them forward to pursue on this path of an inner journey, which is a journey towards their true destination. So, friends, if you keep thinking about it, you are never ready. Just go for it. Let's just do what we have to do. In my case, it is helping others by spreading meditation. Especially in UK, most of the people are financially okay, but what they need is inner peace, which can be attained only through meditation. So I'm sure so many of our friends are waiting for that inner peace. So let us do our best to make this world a meditation world. Hope my journey has inspired some of you to pursue the new things that were waiting for you. And yeah, that's all from me. And thank you all, and thank you very much PSSM team for providing me this opportunity. Yes, it's a wonderful program. I'm thoroughly enjoying Lakshmi Garu. As you said, if we have meditation, we can do anything. Yeah, we can find happiness, and we can achieve anything. Thanks again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mallika, and good luck. You still have a few more weeks left to finish your thing. I'm sure everything will, come out to be good. Thank you very much for sharing your, experience and everything. Now it's over to Lata. I'm just going to pass it on to Lata. So thank you very much, ladies, for joining. So keep tuned. Lata, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakshmi Garu. That is an awesome anchoring, Lakshmi Garu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It is a great privilege to introduce our next guest, Laura Evans. She is a Conservative candidate for the Greater Manchester Mayor. She is a passionate believer in making our economy stronger and our society fairer. She gave her service as a former cabinet member and village ward councillor in Trafford Council. She wanted to be the first female elected mayor in the UK and was elected by the Conservative Party members. Laura Evans has a positive attitude. She can overcome obstacles. She is a strong-minded and very soft nature and soft-hearted. She has integrity and she has a balance in her life. Let's welcome our superwoman and amazing visionary, Laura Evans. Welcome, Lara.
Hello, can you see me okay?
Yes, we can see you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. I can't see myself, so. Oh, I can now. Hello, everybody. That's much better. Yes.
Hello.
Thank you for that very, very lovely introduction. I only hope that I can live up to it because it's quite big words there, very much so.
We believe it.
Thank you. So I don't really, I'm not sure how much or how little you wanted to know from me today, but I did think it was important to be here. Clearly, it's a lot to take on that we have, International Women's Day. We have a lot of voices that we need to hear. And I think it's also very important that people are aware that it's not such a difficult journey to get to have your voice heard in lots of different ways. And for me, mine was more about, I was born deaf with a speech impediment, really bad hearing. I didn't have an easy childhood. And so I was very involved in my children's life. I've always been involved with everybody. I'm a nosy neighbour. That's a terrible thing to say, isn't it? But I am very nosy. So I was always a doer, very involved in litter picks, local issues. And so for me, it was more about just thinking, well, when I didn't see something that I liked that wasn't going well, that I should do my bit. And I think when I was listening to sort of your sort of well-being and my well-being and my sometimes my heart is fixed by doing litter picks or solving local issues or helping with issues. And sometimes if I focus too much just on myself, I become extremely, it doesn't help me. I need to focus on other people, and that always makes my life feel a lot more satisfactory, and I feel blessed because I'm able to give, and so many times by doing that for somebody else you gain such a lot. And I know that I'm very inspired by other people who are so selfless and who champion and do things. So for me, it was really, I wanted to change things both locally, and then the opportunity came to change things nationally. We don't have anywhere near enough women's voices. That's a fact. And I think that we should definitely focus on ensuring that women are able to have their voices heard. I think that we're very, very talented. We have such an amazing amount of skills that I'm probably going to get shot for this, but that I think we have a much more ability to run a family, a business, our whole work-life balance. We seem to be able to tackle many things. And certainly for me, I've had children, I've run a business, I'm in politics, and I managed to do, and I'm sure many of you are the same, that you have jobs, careers, homes, families, parents that you're dealing with all at the same time, and we do it fairly well. And I would urge you to remember that those skills are the kind of skills that we need to see in politics. It's no different. To be able to move forward, to change an area, to inspire, to invigorate, to be able to change those things that matter to people because you understand them. That's the way to do it. And I think many, many women understand many, many issues that we have and that we can fix and make different. So that's probably what inspired me to come into politics. The mayoral campaign is a very big ask, because obviously we have Andy Burnham, who is the mayor at the moment. I think he has failed in his job. I think his leadership has been weak. I think that we've got police in special measures. I know that when I speak to people in the community, they want to feel very safe on their streets. They want to be able to know their children are safe on the streets. And there is a lacking of that comfort factor. That's the mayor's job. And he's failed on that front. And that's probably one of his biggest jobs. He's hugely important in the sense that he has a big budget, a massive budget, huge responsibilities, and he really should have made sure that we were, championed on the world stage, because to be honest with you, Greater Manchester is the place to be. We're very, very well located. We have a great diverse community, and we have good infrastructure. Our airport goes to more destinations than any other airport in the country. So there's a lot to sell about Greater Manchester, but I'm not sure we're hearing it being sold. And I would like to sell it better. So we get a good global vision. We're open to all communities. We're open to all businesses. We have safe streets. People want to move here, great education, and working with the government. And he'll never work with the government because the government is Conservative and Andy Burnham is Labour. And they will never work together, and that will hold us back. So that's part of the message. But really for today, for you lot, I would really like to just say that if you are at all interested in politics, if you do get bogged down by basic stuff that annoys you locally, you can't just sit there and complain about it. You need to step up, step out and get involved and do something about it. And that's how I got involved. And I urge all of you, and don't be held back. I am not, I'm a striver. I've got here through striving and effort and trying, not because I have 10 degrees or, well, I don't have that, or, I'm amazing at business. I do have a business, but all of these things I've, struggled with, but that makes us human, and that makes us relatable to other people. So, I need to be able to think that you can say, I can relate to her. She's got kids, she's had troubles with this, she's run a business, she's, championed our schooling system, she's championed our potholes need fixing. She's aware that policing is in problems and it needs fixing. I want my kids to have good jobs. I need somebody who's going to make sure that happens, that we have that vision for our area, and that's what drove me on. So I urge all of you to get involved. You can always email me. I'm sure the details will come up later. And and as for meditation and mindfulness, I lack that enormously. I need to do much more of that, and I think that when I do that, it actually enhances my life hugely. Probably could do with, I go running in the morning, and I am very conscious of when I'm running to enjoy the space, the time I'm in, but I should do a lot more of that.
Wow, thank you. Yes, thank you, Laura, for taking time and being with us for this Women's Day celebrations and give such an inspirational speech. Thank you very much.
No. Does anybody have a question they might like to ask me? Is there anything that they would like to share with me that I could perhaps take away or deal with? Or, I'm really happy to have a few questions if anybody's got anything that they want to have. If not, that's fine too.
Yes, sorry. Yeah. Is anybody having any questions? Please ask. I think.
Hi, Lara. This is
Hello.
Lara here.
Hello.
Hi. Really, your speech was inspiring, and now we know like a bit more about what you guys are doing. Really, thanks a lot for that and taking effort on behalf of us. I got a question. As part of women empowerment, might be we may not know what we may not be aware of a few things that government are doing. Is there anything that is any activities are going on related to that?
Yes, it is really hard to keep abreast of what happens every day, but there is a government website that issues what the government has done, for example, in the budget. Now, the budget was a very interesting read. And I don't care what anybody says, whatever colour politics you have, whether it's your Labour, Conservative, Lib Dem, Green, if you cannot possibly run a business, you cannot possibly be involved in anything really, I don't think in even life, without knowing what is going on in politics. It so affects you. It affects where you live, it affects what your council tax is, what you pay, where your streets are safe or not safe, whether or not you've got job opportunities, all of this. So in the government recently, in the budget, there was a lot done to make sure, as an example, furlough schemes. Now, whether you like the furlough scheme or whether you don't, it is a way to make sure our businesses survive. And so that money that has been given out every month to the businesses and to the people who have furloughed their staff has been hugely important. And it's made such a big difference to us to be able to reopen once we've had the vaccinations, and that we've obviously got a position where the R rate is low enough, and as we are seeing, as kids go back to school. Now, these decisions, even about your children going to school, is made by the government. It is a decision that's been made because obviously they've got the data together and they've said this is probably what we should be doing now, and obviously led by the science, making sure that people are getting back on track and getting back out to work. Because for sure, you cannot run a country, you cannot possibly hope to run a country if you don't have money coming in, if you don't do commerce, if you don't have businesses, because that's how it works. It's a circle.
Yeah.
And so the government website has all that data on it, but also newspapers, social media. You can follow me Facebook, but even if you just take to making sure that you listen to the news.
Yes.
And some of the news, obviously, it's difficult because it's a bit biased sometimes, but there are plenty of people out there who, like me, post fairly middle of the road stuff to make sure that people are aware. I put a whole video up about the budget the other day. There's masses of stuff in there that will make a difference to where you live and what you do. So, for example, if you had a Labour government today, they will be closing the grammar schools. End of. That is not an off the cuff comment. That is a fact. They do not agree with grammar schools, or they do not agree with faith schools. They do not agree with academies. They want what's called a comprehensive one-size-fits-all school. That's a seismic difference between us as a Conservatives and any other party. We believe in free schools for everybody. If you want a faith school, academy school, music, grammar school, you can have the lot. So that would really make a difference to your life, how you felt about something, your children's lives, and what you believed in yourself. But if you don't know that that's the case, and you just, then that's why the manifestos are really important. There's an easy version on everybody's website. So if you have a look at the sites for the Conservative Party, they've got a version of their manifesto, the green deals and all the positive stuff. So it is a bit of in-depth learning, but there are seismic difference between Conservatives, Lib Dems and Labour. It makes a difference, and it makes a difference to your life, your cash in your pocket and your children's opportunity. So it is very important to keep abreast of it.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for the response.
All right, then. Take care. Thank you very much.
We have Namrata Baby. You have a question, Namrata?
Thank you. Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Laura. I'm Namrata Bedi. I work for Co-op, and I'm a single parent, and I'm an Asian. So I've got this different intersectionality going over here. So my question is, last year, with George Floyd's death, a whole movement started with the focus was on BAME communities a lot. As part of your agenda, where does BAME opportunities or anything to do with BAME policies is on your priority list? And as a mayor of Manchester, would you be prepared to share the details on gender equality and pay gap within the council?
That's a very interesting question. So within the council, it's slightly different because that isn't within my remit particularly. Within the BAME organisations and the BAME communities, that's really important to me. I think that the fact is, at the end of the day, it is unrealistic if you actually think that you would not see it as a whole. So Greater Manchester, we must view as a whole. So where we look at it objectively, we have so many different and diverse regions, so many different diverse people, but generally speaking, it's got to be inclusive and open to all. And that's probably one of my biggest agendas. It always has been. I think inclusivity is vital. We need to hear everybody's voices. And so for the Greater Manchester Mayor to be able to operate fully, has to have good council chambers. And in those council chambers, we have to have good councillors. And you have to get yourself elected to do that, because that's how we operate. And so if communities aren't encouraged to step forward because they don't find it frightening, because it is frightening. I mean, let's be honest, you've got to sign up and get involved and pick a party, and if they're not hand-holding you through that, if somebody isn't reaching out and saying, come on, and I've done a lot of that in my time, both with our youth, because that's really important, but with all types of people, we have tried to involve. And I suppose I'm a little bit more pushy for women, to be honest with you, because they are very shy at coming forward. So I can't really talk about your life, can I? Because I'm not living it. Only when we talk can you tell me what I need to do better. Only when we have those conversations. And if I'm not getting to you to talk to you, then we've got a problem. And I need you then to be able to step forward and say, well, I see it this way, Laura. I don't see it that way. I need you to do more about this. And now, the one thing I do know, that as the mayor, you have this ability to make sure the streets are safe. And one of the biggest messages I'm hearing is people don't feel safe in the streets. We've got to sort that out. On the other side, early years is very important. That's part of the mayor's responsibility, to make sure that kids are school ready, and we're not doing particularly well in that front. And then we've got regions where we know we've got more depravity than we have in other areas, and we need to make sure that that is resolved. So there is overarching, the mayor should be taking considerations for all the things we talk about here, as well as housing, as well as making sure that we're prosperous. But I also think that there is a responsibility of me to be open to conversations like this with you, but more for you to say, actually, she's asking me to get involved. And that's really what I'm here to do today. We want you to be involved, and it's really important. And then, you know, we can understand the differences, work out where we've gone wrong. And, you know, it's clear that we have gone wrong in loads of areas, and we will always go wrong. But the point is, working together as a community, we can put it right. And I think that's, you know, and make sure it gets better for each and every generation to be able to step up and say, you know, so it's second nature to them. But all those voices. So there is a difference between the councils working, me working with the councils, and councillors getting on board. And we've had a lot of councillors come on board more recently, and their voices are being heard. And it's the only way we do it democratically. We vote. We don't just do it with a rip down of a statue. We do it by a vote, you know, and we should continue to do that. And in order to have your say at that vote, we need you to step forward and be part of that picture. And that's really important.
So is it fair to understand that BAME and inclusivity is higher on your agenda as a mayor?
I would say it was probably one of my top agendas. I have got strategic things that matter to me, like policing, but community working. Now, I was very fortunate. I was given an award at the House of Lords for my community working. It has always been top. The problem with crime, it won't get better unless you have a community that works with you.
Yeah,
it won't. I won't get people to to interact with me. We all have to work together. I have to hear where the areas are of concern, and that has to be trusted in somebody to give it back. You have to give it to me. I have to deal with it comprehensively and in the right way, and then we move forward together. I think we're missing a trick with that. I don't think that we've got that interconnectivity that was supposed to happen, was on the agenda to happen, you know, with prevent strategies and all this sort of thing. But I don't think it's working. So yes, but it should be for every mayor. I don't think any mayor is going to tell you otherwise, but I'm absolutely proactive on making sure that we are constantly listening, because that is how we will change an area. That is what we've got to bring you on the journey with us, and you've got to tell us where we've gone wrong. So yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I'll be emailing you. You'll be hearing from me all the ideas and things and how to get involved as well.
Good. That's good. That's very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other questions, anybody?
So, ma'am, we'll go for 5 minutes meditation for Lara madam with Lara madam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Please, ma'am, thank you so much for joining. We will do 5 minutes meditation.
Okay.
Sri Garu, can you please guide for meditation 5 minutes?
Sure. Okay. Hello, friends. Let's do a quick 5-minute recharge ourselves again. So I request all of you to gently close your eyes. Take a comfortable position wherever you are. Gently close your eyes and observe your normal, natural breath. Feel the fresh, warm, healing, pranic breath going in through your nose and relaxing each and every part of your body. Going in through your head, relaxing and energizing each and every cell in there. The fresh, warm air is now flowing through your face and energizing all your sense organs. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your skin, your mouth, and your jaws. It's now flowing through your neck and your shoulders, your upper arm, lower arm, and your fingertips. And again on the way, relaxing and energizing all the cells on your body. It's now flowing through your chest, through your back, to your abdomen. And while doing so, it's healing all your internal organs, your heart, your lungs, the kidneys, your intestines, And it's now flowing through your buttocks. Through your thighs. Your knees. Your legs. Your feet. And your toes. Now your body is fully relaxed and energized with this pranic breath. We'll continue for 1 more minute. Thoughts will come and thoughts will go. Just do not let yourself get carried away by them. And if you think you are, just gently acknowledge the thought and bring your attention back to your breath. Wonderful, friends. Last few seconds. Now, gently, whenever you're ready, rub your hands together and put them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now gently open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Laura, again. Thank you. It was wonderful listening to you. Thank you.
Very wonderful. I enjoyed that very much. Thank you.
Every day,
Thank you.
every day morning we are conducting meditation sessions exclusively for women, morning 6 to 6:40. So my dear friends, please pass this message, everyone, morning 6 to 6:40. Thank you, Shrilu Garu.
That is really inspirational speech, Laura Evans. Is there any other questions for the Laura?
There is a question here from, is it Varna live in M33, need to know, have we got enough school places for primary school children as many such buildings are being converted or refurbished? Well, no, the answer is we don't know that. So I've had that question said to me, and no, there is no school place provision plan. That's something that we've been looking at very closely in Trafford to make sure that we used to always have a school place provision, but now they seem to think it's okay to say that they're going to be out of the area. Unusual as this might sound, but actually at the end of the day, school place provision is down to the council. So if they are building places, and we know we need places, then they must supply adequate school places for those children to go to school to. Otherwise, they will cause out overcrowding in our schools, which will cause more problems for the children for learning. So, you know, we have to look at that objectively and say that, as it is, my son went to Altrincham Grammar School, and I was very proud to have him there. I was very involved in the school as well. I urge everybody not to be too busy, but to get involved in that, supporting the school. There are always needs for events, and they're always very welcoming. Yes, but they have a corridor. They have a system of one way around a school because it's so packed with children. So yes, that is something that is of concern. I think Kaushik will be able to tell you more about that actually, because he's obviously very aware of this, we have discussed it. So maybe that's something to look at, but we will be making sure that there is adequate school provision by any means possible. But we are in opposition in Trafford, so that makes a difference here. But in your own, so if you're a Trafford resident and those are your issues, there may not be the same issues in other areas. And I wouldn't want to say that, but if you are in M33, then it is an issue for you where the school provision places are. And it's something we will be challenging the council on in the chamber regularly to make sure that they do something about it. So I'm going to another meeting now, but I'm really happy for you to email me, and I'm so inspired. And you could almost, well, it's very relaxing, isn't it? Which is not the way it normally is in my day when I'm having a Zoom meeting. So I'm quite relaxed. And thank you so much for all of your support. And any questions that you have to need answering, let me know. And I'm inspired. I have to tell you, I'm inspired because you all look so beautiful as well, which your dresses are amazing. And so I thank you for bringing such beauty to my day as well, and for having me.
So,
take care.
Thank you so much, Lara ji. And our team is ready to come and teach meditation sessions for children, and anywhere, any place. Our team is ready to teach meditation and mindfulness sessions. So that is. Yes.
I think we should do that. There's some areas that we could definitely come together on that. I think that it would probably be a great place to, and not just the children. I think we need to start with some of the adults, because actually, if you breathe as you just breathe, then you take 5 minutes, doesn't the world look amazingly better? I'm going now.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lara.
So sure.
God bless. Take care. Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you for taking time and being with us.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Now, thank you, Sri, for teaching the meditation for 5 minutes. And I want to introduce you properly now. I'm pleased to introduce our next guest, Sri Marni from Telford. Currently, she is working as a product delivery manager in an IT consulting firm. Started her meditation journey around 7 years before. Through this, she had found the meaning of the happiness, which previously she tried looking in materialistic things. Since she has been involved in running sessions at her workplace and taking mindfulness sessions for the kids at the local school, she truly believes what the great Dalai Lama told us. If every 7-year-old in the world is taught meditation, we will eliminate violence from the world within 1 generation. Sri is a fantastic meditation master. She always amazes me. Whenever she does guided meditation, I don't want to come out from the meditation. We want to stay that peaceful atmosphere for some more time. Please welcome Sri and talk about importance of the kids meditation for us.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lata, for the wonderful introduction. I'm glad you enjoy those sessions. Thank you again.
I always love it.
Thank you. Hello, friends. I'm back again. This time to talk about how mindfulness and meditation helps kids. And you all might be wondering, on this day of, on the eve of Women's Day, why are we talking about kids meditation? But I think most of us are mothers here or associated with kids in some form or the other. And you all probably realize that until they are happy, we are not happy. So we are very much connected to children in our family, children around us. So which is why I thought about talking about how we can inculcate the practice of mindfulness or meditation among kids and what kind of benefits that brings to them. So just to take you back, you were a new mother and you had a little baby, a boy or a girl in your hands, and that smile, when that child smiled at you, that little baby, you knew that smile was coming from deep within the heart. There was nothing artificial about it. It was coming through that deep piece of heart. And that baby was living in the moment. every minute with no worries, no tensions, no fears. You all know that. But what happens is as we grow up, we get conditioned by the society. We get conditioned by the belief systems around us, and that starts shaping our personality as we grow up, and thus shaping our personal reality as well. So we, in a way, even without wanting, we start believing in the society than we believe in ourselves. And this happens, all this conditioning starts happening as we grow up. But a child less than 5 years doesn't need to meditate because they're always in bliss. But after 5, they start going to school, they start getting the company of friends and teachers, and they start receiving things from the society, which starts shaping. And I was listening to something this morning which really caught my attention. That child, once he or she steps into that school, is like the raw clay, ready to be molded into a beautiful pot. But that molding is happening by, their parents, the teachers, the society as a whole. And that child is getting molded, that clay is getting molded into one form or the other. But as you grow up, that child realizes that's not the pot he wanted to be, because he gave the authority of getting molded to everybody else except himself. And what meditation does is it makes you realize that you are the potter who can make that pot. You have the right of your own life. And that pot, that clay, that wet clay, can be molded into a pot that you desire, not anybody else desires. And that's a great skill to teach our kids. I started meditating 7 years ago, but when I look back, if I knew about this when I was a child, I probably, whatever I have learned through meditation, it would have shaped me so much differently if I had learned it since my childhood. And that is where my passion comes about, taking this to kids, into schools, into other curricular activities as they grow up. So coming back to the kids, the meditation for kids, let's look into a little bit research that has happened to find out what the effect of meditation and mindfulness is on children. So there is this, there's a research done by Learning to Breathe. There's a program called Learning to Breathe in the United States that has done sessions in schools for 17 to 19-year-olds. And what they have found is doing mindfulness and meditation has showcased a decrease in the negative effect and increasing in calmness, relaxation, self-acceptance, emotional regulation, awareness, and clarity. And there was another research done by Soknet, Ricci, and Lawler in the year 2010, again in the United States, where for the 10 days, kids from the age group of 8 to 18, where 3 times a day for 10 minutes, for 10 days, they were given mindfulness sessions. And again, this research was done by quantum scientists, and what they found was that there was a significant increase in their optimism and their positive outlook towards life. And this is a very important age, isn't it? That's when, the hormones kicks in and kids can go astray at that time. But when they are taught the skill of meditation during those crucial years, they build that optimism, the zest for life. They try and find a purpose for life through meditation. And it also improves their social and emotional competence and a decrease in aggression, in anger. So all this was also done by his research. So there's a lot of research going on the effects of meditation and mindfulness among kids. I think we all know how it affects adults, but even in kids, there's a lot of research going on around this. So, if you again look back, there was this, you probably have heard about this quote, somebody asked Buddha, what you have gained through meditation. And Buddha replied saying nothing.
But what he has lost was anger, anxiety, depression, fear of old age and death. And these are all the traits we start imbibing as we grow up. We don't have those as a child, but we start growing up. So meditation technically connects us to our inner child. And just imagine if a child is taught meditation, he would never imbibe these traits like anger, anxiety, frustration, fear. Those won't come near him. So that is why it is quite important that we inculcate these habits of mindfulness and meditation in our kids as well. So now I'll quickly go through some of the benefits that meditation brings among kids. And the first and foremost, I think quite important in this world that they face with so much distraction all the time, with gadgets and with Xboxes and PlayStations and all that, is the attention span. Meditation increases the attention span of kids so they can concentrate on the tasks they have for longer. And this is especially important for kids who are suffering with ADHD, the attention deficit syndrome. It's very, very beneficial for them. But even in general, especially as I said, the world is pulling them in different directions. They have so many distractions nowadays. And meditation will help them be focused at that task that they are doing at that point of time. The other benefit that meditation brings is improving their IQ, their intelligence quotient. So there's also a science behind it. So it's all being studied by a lot of scientists. There's a lot of research still going on. And basically how the IQ is, our frontal brain, which is the neocortex, is the learning brain. And what happens through meditation is that learning brain through meditation, it improves in the gray matter. So that helps with the memory, we having greater memory and a greater recollection power as well. So kids, you probably recognize when kids learn something, kids who meditate, they can absorb that pretty quickly. They don't have to keep repeating that again. And also their recollection power increases, so they can recollect that thing pretty at the right time whenever it's needed. And this is not only for academic studies. You can apply this to, dance, art, singing, whatever they like to do, creative skills as well. The next one is improvement in their emotional quotient. This is about how they handle their emotions. And I think in this world, that's becoming more and more important, how we teach them, things may not work out the way they want, but that's okay. And how can they handle that? And that's a very, very strong life skill to have as they grow up. And the other one is the social quotient as well. Meditation helps kids improve their social quotient. And what is the social quotient? It's how we are all social beings. And we get a lot distracted by the society. We can either feel very elated or very down by the things happening around us in the society. But what meditation will do is keep them grounded and not be affected by things around them, and also create those healthy relationships with people in the society, with animals, with appreciating, animals, taking care of them, plants, whatever it is, and humans, and increasing their compassion, having empathy towards other people, and showing that compassion at that need of hour. So all those things get strengthened through the practice of meditation. And least but not the least, their impact on their health. And this is where I would say, like, when I started meditating, the first thing that really focused or made my belief stronger in meditation is when it changed the health of my son. And that was, there's a long story, but as a short, he had lots of allergies and lots of conditions, and it was through meditation I could really get rid of all that in him. So
again, if the child meditates for himself, just imagine, he probably wouldn't have to ever take a medicine in his life. So that's a strong one for them to meditate as well. And you all know like how it helps with stress, relieving stress and all. So yeah, and especially it's become more and more important in this time of lockdown, where they have and with the homeschooling, where their social interactions have been cut to the minimum. And I think our children are the unsung heroes of this lockdown, because they have taken it on their stride and have sailed through it, but their mental health has been really affected. And meditation is one thing that will help them come back and bounce back through this lockdown and this 1 year of turmoil that has happened all around us. So how can we inculcate this habit in our kids? So that's the last point I want to touch. So when we meditate, we just need to make them sit with us, and they only need to do it for the number of minutes of their age. So if they are 10 years old, for 10 minutes, just make them sit with you when you're meditating. And, they probably will resist, they'll fight it and all, but yeah, persevere with it and it'll be fine, just for 10 minutes. The other one is, you don't have to just do it as a physical sitting. Even take a walk in the park, spend time with nature, be mindful of the birds chirping, the daffodils coming up. Even that, walking meditation, that's a great way where you can spend time as a family and be mindful when you're walking, discuss about the things they see, the things they hear, the things that they're touching with their feet. So that's another great way of inculcating mindfulness into their daily time. And also mindful eating. A lot of times we notice that we spend time eating in front of the TV or something like that. Again, if you can stop those distractions and again, be focused on what they're eating, these are the little habits that we can inculcate in them. And as Lataji just mentioned, I would end with that quote again, because that has always inspired me. What Dalai Lama once said, that if we taught every 7-year in the world meditation, then we can eradicate violence from this world in 1 generation. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, we can't hear you, Lataji. You're on mute.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sri, for such a fantastic information shared with us. Thank you very much. I'm super excited now to introduce our next guest, Srimati Saranya Ashwin. She is a classical Carnatic vocal singing teacher. She is a granddaughter of legendary Carnatic singer Padma Shri Srimati Manikrishna Swami. She learned Carnatic music more than a decade, and she is teaching from last 3 years. She is most versatile, kind-hearted, and a totally down-to-earth person. Let's welcome, ladies, Srimati Sharanya. Sharanya?
She's on the screen. Yeah, she's on the screen. The screen name is Sharanya Ashwin.
Just
spotlight.
Please spotlight on her.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome, Sharanya.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Lataji.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Hello, all. Very good evening. Happy Women's Day to all of you. So let me start off by thanking Lakshmi ji for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be a part of this program today. And it's been a really refreshing day, and I would like to applaud to all the presenters here, because it is not easy to present any kind of thing for that matter. So I would like to talk a few words about us women. So we are inherently strong. I'm sure all of you agree to it. So we take care of the family, and in the process of taking care of the family, some of us may feel a bit unappreciated. So it's always that important to have a good dose of self-love and a fine balance between responsibility and recreation. And it is all the way more important to follow these things to fight out that stress. So I'm sure all the programs that are being conducted today, they'll help us in a long way. They'll help us in our day-to-day lives. And I'm sure I will try to follow a minimum of few from these. So to all of you out there, set time for yourself, for your personal well-being for that matter. Do that works best for you, be it singing, dancing, meditation, yoga, whatever it may be. So explore your passion. I'm sure many of you may have given up your passion in the past, and I'm sure this is the time to dig it up actually. And it is not that you have to go out of the way. Just try to do the baby steps, and before you know it, I'm sure your mind will run faster towards it. And when your mind and heart is at its content, then definitely I am sure you will all feel much liberated and empowered. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you for this wonderful opportunity. To all the presenters, to all the nice talk from the inspirational talk from Shriji on children's well-being, mental health. So I'd like to thank Laura ji as well. Laura, very inspirational talk from her, and she has been very patiently answering all the questions. So finally, empowerment. So it comes from within, and it will be at its best when you realize how important you are, when you feel how important you are. So once again, a very happy Women's Day to all of you out there. And thank you very much for the opportunity. Have a great evening, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharanya.
Thank you, Sharanya, Ashwin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's an honor to introduce our next guest, Namrata Bedi. She is a project category merchandiser with Co-op, lead at colleague network Rise at Work for BAME colleagues, General Secretary of oldest Mandir, Sri Radhakrishna Mandir in Manchester, and she is a committee member of Indian Association in Manchester. Namrata is really caring and a compassionate person who has always been interested in the social work. So let's welcome Namrata. Namrata ji.
Priya has got the presentation. Priya, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, yes, I'm doing it. Lakshmi Garu.
Thank you, Lataji, for that lovely introduction. And thank you, Lakshmi ji, for giving me this opportunity. I've been listening to all the speakers and I laud them all for the wonderful words, the meditation, kids meditation, Shriji, that's beautiful, wonderful. I didn't know that existed. To me, it was just meditation. So I would like to pick up with you afterwards, but I'll come back on here now to Women's Day. Welcome to all of you great, lovely, wonderful ladies out there. I want to start with a little bit of myself. Can we go to the next slide, please? Can we click on the icon? Okay, so can we come out of the presentational mode and just have the slides up? Because I can't see the slides properly. Thank you very much. Thank you. So a little bit about myself. So top right or left, my side, the black and white picture is me. I'm in the front dancing. So I was born and brought up in India, and I'm born to a Hindu mom and a Sikh dad, and I went to a convent school. So I'll carry on talking while we sort the slides out. So from very early in my life, I got thankfully the education that I have to, the understanding of inclusivity, where I had developed the empathy, and I had developed the empathy for other people, and I started to understand the benefits of diversity. Obviously, India is the biggest democracy based on diversity, so that was one good thing. My dad was retired as a colonel from Border Security Force, so the army uniform was in my life, and that was something I aspired to, seeing my dad. So the picture at the bottom is me as a sergeant leading a contingent of the National Cadet Corps girls contingent, in the Republic Day parade. And I was lucky, my dad was one of the chief guests over there, so I'm here saluting to my dad. And that kind of made me wanting to follow into the steps of being the first lady to join the IPS. But I was beaten by Kiran Bedi because I was quite young, and Kiran Bedi had already done achieved that feat. So I started to prepare for that role. I did my graduation in psychology and English honors. Then I did my master's in English literature and started preparing for the IPS exams, but destiny had something else in place for me. So in '96, I moved to England as part of my marriage. And then the girl in the middle on the top is my daughter. Obviously, she's not as little as that now. She's 21. And I'm sure she's going to give me some daggers afterwards for sharing her picture. From there, when she was born, about 4 years into my marriage, then my circumstances changed, and I became a single parent to this lovely 1-year-old. And at that time, I was working at Boots. I was based in Nottingham. That's my picture on the left corner with my team. I was a merchandiser there. And then after my divorce and childcare, everything got sorted. I moved to Manchester, where my sister was married at that time. So in this country, it's me and my sister, rest of the family is in India. When I came over here, I joined the co-op. And for last 4 to 5 years, I've been actively involved in the temple, the Radhakrishna Mandir, which is one of the oldest temple in Manchester. And the picture in the middle is the picture where I have organized different events in the Mandir, because I want to generate that awareness, and I want to be able to bring the next generation into our temple and make them aware of what a culture is. So that's me organizing a Diwali dinner a couple of years ago. I'm also part of the Indian Association for the last couple of years, and there I quite enjoy again, the same thing, reaching out to the community, make them aware of our culture, and also understanding the BAME community and the hardships that they face. So we at work has got a colleague network, which is called RISE. And that, as it says over there, is we are the voice for the BAME colleagues in our business. And as part of that, I am one of the leads to support our cultural awareness. And last year, I had the honor of hosting a Diwali webinar. And most recently, I've done fact sheets on what is Hanukkah. I acknowledged the day, Martin Luther King Day, the Holocaust Memorial Day, and most recently now I'm working on the Ramadan month to, again, create that awareness. Can we go on the next slide, please? Thank you. So as I said, I was born and brought up in India. So I had from an early age been very influenced. And the first influences in my life were my parents, my lovely mom and my dad. My mom was a headmistress in the primary section in Border Security Force School. And from my mom, I learned to be kind, compassionate, respectful, and her determination and willpower was amazing. Because of the nature of my dad's job, he was most of the time posted away on the borders, and the conditions on the borders were that family couldn't be with them. So we stayed back, and my dad kind of posted. So my mom is the first woman I look up to, aspire to be. But my dad is also a great influence on me. From my dad, I learned to be bold, to have a very strong willpower, and my work ethics I have taken from him, his conscientiousness and his courage to face whatever life throws at you with confidence. But both of them have taught me to be a good human being and be humble And I think that's the reason they gave me the name Namrata. Namrata means humbleness, so that I remember it all the time. So thank you, Mom and Dad. One more thing I learned from them was not to forget God, not to thank God at the end of the day. So to me, when I was listening to all the meditation from Rituji at the beginning, Priyaji also talked about the self, and Sriji about meditation. That is something I remember sitting down with my parents when I was a child. And as a child, it was frigidity, but I'm glad they made us do it. Another woman, like I said, Kiran Bedi, she was the first one who broke the tradition and became the first lady to join the Indian Penal Services, the first policewoman. And I love the quote she has said here: empowered women who reach tough or unconventional positions make choices, not sacrifice. So we are all here with a choice. And to call it a sacrifice is just trying to be throwing caution to the air and not being able to take the difficult decisions. But we all have our circumstances. The second woman lady is here, Indira Gandhi. Now, who cannot forget Indira Gandhi, the really first powerful woman Prime Minister of India. And the quote I like from her is, people tend to forget their duties, but remember their rights. We really need to remember both our rights and our duties. When I moved to UK, my horizons opened. I started to understand the power of media, other influences, other powerful women out there in the world. And across the ocean, there's a lady, Oprah Winfrey, who doesn't know her, and I think everybody would be wanting to see her classic sit-down interview with Meghan and Harry. But this one is that she has said really is awe-inspiring, that you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. Don't lose that courage, girls. You have got the courage. Dig deep. Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of United States of America, has said there's no limit to what we as women can accomplish. So sky, beyond sky is a horizon. Aim high. The other two I like to put in there: educate girl, and she can change the world. This is, I come from India, and it is still sad to see that the women education over there is still not as it should be. So let us all try and pledge to do something for those girls back home who still are not able to get that education. And the last one, empowered women, empower women. I just liked it, so I put it there. Can I go on to the next one, please? Because it's a Women's Day, and the year, this theme for the year is choose to challenge. Why do we have to challenge? This is what just really I don't get. Why we have to challenge? The theme this year's Women's Day is to strive towards gender parity. My question is, why do we still have that inequality? Why do we still have to push for that equality? We are so much empowered. We have given so much back to the world. We should be put up on a pedestal, if not as equals. The other thing, when I was doing some reading around it, was the last line which I put in here is, according to the United Nations, only 3 countries in the world have 50% or more women in parliament. Now, we tend to say West is more educated and third world countries are developing countries, but look at the statistics, they don't tell that. Women as heads of state in only 22 nations. In fact, globally, 119 countries have never had a woman leader as a head of state. This is what we need to change, and we have the capability to change it. So I would say, let's all join in and change this. Can I have the next slide, please? So in the next slide, this is something which I always go back to, and these have helped me through different stages of my life. Now, I mentioned earlier that after marriage, after my daughter was born, I found my circumstances suddenly changed. And so the first one is self-care is how you take your power back. So to me, I refuse to be in a marriage that was abusive and not helpful. That was not the place where I wanted to bring my daughter up. So I was like, fine. Oh, sorry. So I said yes. I need my time. I need my time where I can be myself. So find that place, which is what we have been talking about here. Find your inner peace, the place that you go to recharge yourself. It can be anything that you can have, which is you can do gardening. If you're listening to music, go out for a walk, cooking, or even just sleeping. That is somewhere where you go and it brings you back to your balance, the equilibrium, and it gives you that confidence and the space and the energy and the strength again to get up and face whatever life throws at you. The second one is, a woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in the hot water. Now, this is a brilliant one, which another former lady of United States have said. And to me, that kind of sums me up as to, because when I was saying I had to make some difficult decisions in life, I had to dig deep in to see, do I have that strength? Do I have the decision, the power to make that decision, considering my family was back home in India? And that was something I had to dig deep in. And I found within myself that, yes, I do have that courage, I do have that determination, and I do have that strength where I can take that step and create a life for me, which is happy, peaceful, and something which I'm going to enjoy, and the environment that I'm going to give to my daughter is going to be better. So for a better life for me and my daughter, I decided to leave. And once my things were balanced out, my divorce and everything came up, I moved to Manchester to be near my sister. And one thing I would say is, I didn't stop my daughter to have a relation with her father. So I'm proud of her that she has got her own relation and she handles both sides, mom and dad, with really good balance. The other one is, be more focused on where you are going than who's not coming with you. What we normally find is that when we are going, we like to see who is coming with us. We get very much hung up on, oh, who is not liking us today, or who doesn't want to come with us now, or why are there people not in this stage of life with me? People come in your life. There are different stages in your life where people will come. Some stay to the end with you. Some leave a very prominent mark in your life, but they have to unfortunately go. Always draw the positive, always draw the lessons from what they gave in your life when they were with you. If they are really your true friends, they really care about you, they have your best in your heart, you will always find them by your side. They're only a phone call or a shout away. The last one is, empowered women empower women. I would go back to my Hindu traditions, where I would say that the women were given the highest status in Hindu mythology, but over the years it has watered down. If we all remember Ramayana, and at the time when Sita ji had left Ramji was going to do this Ashwamedh Yoga, and he was told he can't do it by himself. He had to have his wife with him. So in order for him to do that yajna, he had to make an idol of Sita ji to sit by his side. So that shows how important the women are. We need to be the encouraging and supporting force for each other. We are strong enough to show that we are up here. We are not somebody who are going to be put in the background. We need to be each other's support. We need to have each other's back. And we don't need to be in competition with each other, because that is not what we are here for. With that, I think what we need to do is we need to move away from gender biasness. We need to shout out about inequality. We need to talk about microaggressions, which we get in every phase of our life. We don't understand it. We get it at home, we get it at work, we get it from our friends, but we all ignore it because we have different relations with each other and we say, okay, that's fine. We have to break those stereotypes. We need to erase the boundaries that have been drawn around us, because we don't want to be contained by these boundaries. We need to grow in a confidence. We need to be assertive, And one thing that I've learned from both my mom and dad is be assertive, be constructive, but don't forget to be a humble person. Can I have the next slide, please? Now, this is something, if you are like me, I'm always wanting to learn something new. So I've just put some links here where there's a free course which is on offer. The only thing you need to invest in it is your hours, and it is based around you. Then I put some healthcare lines. They were helpful when I was going through a difficult stage in my life, but they are there. I hope nobody had to use them, but you can use them for other kind of information, for some educational piece, for some encouraging motives from there. You can also, I'll recommend to read these books. Currently, I'm reading the book Natives, and it is really good. You can see the quotes over here are really good, and I think people who are living in England should definitely read it. It's a really good eye-opener if you are passionate about BAME and what I said, intersectionality, because we are women, we are from BAME. The second book is on my to read list, next one. And the third book, The Courage to Be Disliked, is a book that my daughter has recommended. So I'm quite looking forward to read that. And I would like to thank everybody to give me this opportunity, the lovely ladies who have been here listening to me. And unless there's any questions, I will hand it back to you, Lataji. Thank you again. You guys have given a beautiful platform for various ladies to come and talk about their topics that are really close to their heart and they're passionate about. And everybody have a wonderful Women's Day.
Thank you, Namrataji. Thank you very much. Actually, we need to support each other instead of competing each other. The words, I really love it. It's a fantastic speech you are given. And the spreadsheets also, it is really helpful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And our next guest is, how can it possible? The event without the music. Kamakshi Curry from Birmingham, going to sing with her divine voice, Tyagaraja Kirtana, Jaya Jaya Durge for us. Let's welcome Kamakshi Madam. Padma, are you telling me anything? Just heard your voice. Okay.
Am I being heard? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Women's Day to everybody. I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist by profession, and I'm very grateful to have been in this profession and being able to help women in their pregnancy and all the women-related health issues. And it gives me immense satisfaction to be there to help other women. And as I'm also being introduced to this group through Mallika, I'm one of the participants of the Birmingham Meditation Group, which we started recently, and we are thoroughly enjoying. I'm one of the beneficiaries of that enjoyment from that group. And thank you very much for including me in this event. It's a big privilege. Thank you very much. And I would also like to say that it's been very nice to see and meet Sharanya, and nice to know that she's granddaughter of Mani Krishnaswamy, and I have been following all the concerts of Mani Krishnaswamy Academy on Facebook and doing a wonderful job giving opportunity to so many artists around the world. So I'm going to sing a song on Goddess Durga today, and I would just like to share the meaning of the song briefly. Goddess Durga represents the Shakti to overcome enemies or Arishad Vargas. So on this day, let's pray to give us that power to overcome the qualities of Arishad Vargas, which are lust, anger, prejudices, etc. She is a creator of this beautiful world with vast blue sky, which is so wonderful. So let's pray to give us the ability to enjoy and appreciate this natural beauty. She is the one who comforts. This is a gift bestowed to all of us as women. So let's pray to Divine Mother to give us the ability to experience and share this love, compassion, and comfort and pass it on to others as well. So on that note, Jaya Jaya Durge Jitavairivake Niyata Niladi Vichitra Sake Jaya Jaya Durge Jitavairivake Niyata Niladi Vichitra Sake Jaya Jaya Durge Sundaratara Charanarabinde Sukha Paripalita Lokavrinde Sundaratara Charanarabinde Sukha Paripalita Lokavrinde Nanda Sunandadi Yogi Vande Nanda Sunandadi Yogi Vande Narayana Sodari Paranande Nanda Sunandadi Yogi Vande Narayana Sodari Paranande Jaya Jaya Durge Jitavairivate Niyata Niladi Vichitra Sarge Jaya Jaya Durge Anudayalaya Sachitanandalatike Alola Manimaya Tatankadanike Anudayalaya Sachitanandalatike Alola Manimaya Tatankadanike Nana Rupadi Karya Sadhanike Nana Rupadi Karya Sadhanike Narayana Tirtha Bhavita Balake Nana Rupadi Karya Sadhanike Narayana Tirtha Bhavita Balake Jaya Jaya Durge Jitavairivate Niyata Niladi Vichitra Sake Jaya Jaya Durge Jaya Jaya Durge Jaya Jaya Durge. And this is Narayana Tirtha, composition by Narayana Tirtha. Just wanted to add that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lata Garu, please.
It is marvelous rendering, enjoying the singing by closing my eyes. God bless you, Kamakshi madam. It is really wonderful. I'm enjoying the event. Hope you are also feeling the same. Next, I am delighted to see the dance performance by the team Paida International. Kuchipudi dance going to perform by our glorious dancers, Raji and Sujata. The floor is yours, Raji ma'am and Sujata ma'am.
Please, reminding people, can you turn off your videos? So these are technical things. We need to turn off all our videos. Yes. Yes, Raji Lakshmi madam, can you play music once?
Yep.
Can you play music?
Omkara Panjara Shuki Upanishad.
Is that okay, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Andy. Carry on.
Okay. Okay.
Omkara Panjara Shuki Upanishad Udhyana Keli Kalakan
मयूरी आयाम अंतर्विभावये गौरी तांतक जंतरिता अधिकिटतुं तकतरि जंतरिता अधिकिटतुं तांतक जं तकतरि जं तज्जं अधिकिटतुं अधिकिटतुं
अखिलांडेश्वरी पालय मां गौरी
परिपालय मां गौरी अखिलांडेश्वरी चामुंडेश्वरी पालय मां गौरी
परिपालय मां गौरी
तां तद्धीं तकथिमि तकछनु तां तद्धीं तकथिमि तकछनु तां धीं तों नं तरगडदों
शुभगात्री गिरिराजपुत्री
अभिनेत्री सर्वार्धगात्री
शुभगात्री गिरिराजपुत्री
अभिनेत्री सर्वार्धगात्री
सर्वार्थ संधात्री जगदेक जनयित्री चंद्रप्रभा धवल कीर्ति
सर्वार्थ संधात्री जगदेक जनयित्री चंद्रप्रभा धवल कीर्ति
चतुर्बाहु संरक्षित शिक्षित चतुर्भशांतर भुवन पालिनी
कुंकुमराग शोभिनी
कुसुम बाण संशोभिनी
मौन सुहासिनी गान विनोदिनी भगवती पार्वती देवी
अखिलांडेश्वरी चामुंडेश्वरी पालय मां गौरी परिपालय मां गौरी
Lata, you're muted.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, Lata garu, please.
Thank you so much. Such a wonderful dance performance. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Such a lovely ladies. And our next guest is Pranahita. She is a pyramid master who channels light languages, is a gifted clairvoyant. She is a certified life coach and certified mindfulness coach. She empowers individuals to get practical results through angel communications, EFT, mindfulness, past life regressions, etc., to handle the physical and emotional issues. She currently channeling wisdom to empower women to accept and awaken the divine feminine in the woman. Pranahita started practicing pyramid meditation since 2004. She created and conducted unique, intense silence meditation retreats from 2009 onwards and lead workshops on various topics across the world. Let's welcome Pranahita Madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lata. And thank you, Padmakar, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. So first of all, a very happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful women. And as soon as we talk about beauty, something else comes into our mind, but beauty isn't about having a pretty face. It's all about having a pretty mind, pretty heart, and a pretty soul. So feminism isn't about making women stronger. This is one of the quotes that I love. It's not about making the women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. So women are always saying we can do anything that men can do. But men should be saying, we can do anything that women can do. Why are always women comparing with men? Women are way stronger in their own way, physically, mentally. Just imagine how many women go through the labor pains every day. 385,000 babies are born every day. So just imagine how many women go through that labor pains and going through that pregnancy and then taking care of the babies, the families, managing their careers, work-life balance, and the list goes on. Yet the society says women are not strong as men, but we are strong in our own way. We never compare an apple and a banana or an apple and a mango. They are both different fruits and they have both their own tastes. So never ever compare women and men. They both are different and they both are strong in their own way. They both have power and they both have different qualities. But society defines some rules about how women should be and how women should not be. But mainly, very, very important, my dear ladies out here, whoever is listening, we have to stop buying into society's definition of who you should be. Because society says sometimes decades ago, when we watched some of the movies, the heroines were fat, chubby. So at that time, everyone said, oh, they look so good. And at that time, when women were lean, so not many men liked women when they were lean, or even the society was not accepting when they looked lean. But now, women like zero size because the society has defined it, or the heroines in the movies are looking in zero size. And previously, long hair was a fashion, but now short hair is a fashion. So, but if you don't have long hair, you should not feel bad about it. It's just the society is changing. Decades ago, it was different rules, and now it is different. So we should not actually go with the rules that are defined by the society. What is it that you like? Do you like short hair? Do you like long hair? Or are you comfortable? Even sometimes it may not be about your liking, but you may like long hair, but sometimes you may be having that short hair. It's about accepting whatever that you have and whatever the choices that you have, accepting that. That is very, very important. And one other thing, especially in the last few decades, these waxing, threading, and all these are coming. So we cannot just go out without waxing. We feel so bad about it. During the corona, during this lockdown, a lot of women groups, they were discussing about, oh, I couldn't go out just for the beauty parlor. There were so many jokes on the internet. So about beauty parlors that women could not go and they're feeling so sad. And so even some people are depressed because now after a long time, their hair are coming out and they were not feeling comfortable in their own skin. But my dear friends, we have to accept our body. We have to accept ourselves. If you have a choice, I'm not against beauty. I'm not against looking good, but it's mainly very, very important, my dear friends, that you should have a choice. It's not about that society has imposed that you should look like this or you should be like this. It is very, very important how we are comfortable. It's always about our comfort. Put yourself first and not anyone else. Because mostly as a woman, we have this quality of putting others first. Even it may be our family or kids. This is the quality of the woman that we always give. But we should also learn how to receive. We should also learn how to ask for help. And we should learn how to say no when required. So all these things are good qualities that we have to develop. So these qualities may not be there, but slowly we have to develop. Only then we can be peaceful, we can be happy. And especially we have to let go of all those old belief systems, old patterns. Mainly because a lot of women say, why do we have to release all those things? It doesn't really matter if I am like this. It doesn't really make a change if I change. But remember, my dear friends, together we can change. Together we can completely shift the frequency of this planet Earth, frequency of how women think. And a lot of people, they ask, why are there only rules for women? It's not just like that. There are rules for everyone. As a human being on this planet, we have some rules. Some cultures define some rules, some societies define some other rules. So there are rules everywhere. But are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling happy? How are you feeling when you are obeying those rules? It's always about your comfort, your happiness. That is very, very important. But it's not just about just going out and doing whatever that you want. Freedom is not that. Discipline is also very important. So together, if we start accepting these qualities, we can raise good children. So once we change, the whole of our family starts changing, so that we can create a best planet for the next generations to come. If you're always complaining about our life as a woman, because a lot of women do that, because I speak with hundreds and thousands of women. So every time they always have so many complaints, always start looking, what is there in your life that you are feeling grateful about, that you're feeling happy about? So write down those things that you're feeling grateful about. It's okay to have complaints. Every human being will have complaints. So note them and check if you can do anything about them. Take action. If you can't do anything about them, then that's okay. There's no point complaining about it if you can't do anything about it. But if you can do anything about it, take action. That is important. It's not just about complaining, because if you're complaining all the time, all of our energy is drained. So it's always about looking for solutions. It's not about just focusing on the problems. And especially, women have this quality of sharing and talking with people. So always be that friend to another woman. So with this intention, I've created this women's circle around an year ago. It was just me, as I was just telling, most of the women, they think that we cannot make much difference. But it was just me who started this, and slowly it has spread in more than 6 languages. And there are women's circles across Telangana, Andhra, and many other places in India, and one in English, where a lot of people from US, UK, and across the world are there. So a women's circle where we can share our things, where other women can be a support, because a support system is very important for women. They feel so confident. They feel that, okay, someone is there for me to share. So join some women's circles. And if you're interested, you can as well join this Divine Feminine Sangha. So the links will be shared on the YouTube channel. You can just go there and check out the link, and you can join this. So it's always good to have some support groups where every day share whatever that is happening in your life. So always keep your energy levels high. Just make some small routines, like including meditation into your life, which will be very, very helpful to you. And mindfulness. So mindfulness, whatever, because a lot of people complain that they don't have time for meditation because they have to manage their work, their career, their kids and families and everything. So start mindfulness. Whatever that you are doing, do, but mindfully do that. Even that will help you to be in that moment instead of draining your energy. It will help you to balance your energy. So include that mindfulness. So as I was just telling about complaining, so if we change the pattern, as a lot of you might have heard about the 100 monkey theory. So if we change after a certain number of women, so automatically the whole world changes. So if we start accepting our womanhood, accepting our periods, as I'm talking about the periods, so every month we go through this menstrual cycle. half of our life, every month we go through this menstrual cycle, and every woman, almost every woman, they say, oh, I got this period again. They never accept it. They're always rejecting it. Oh, I'm going to get the cramps or the back pain or the premenstrual syndromes, emotional ups and downs, mood swings. So many things are there. But can we change it? Yes, my dear friends, we can change it together. So I've been experimenting on this as well. And all the women, there are hundreds of testimonials from the women. Now they don't have any period pains and they're very happy accepting their periods, accepting their feminine side, accepting the divine feminine side within themselves. Just by accepting that, you will see miraculously there will be a lot of difference in the way you live your life. So including meditation into your life, accepting that you are in a woman body, because every lifetime we are in a different body. Sometimes we are born as a woman, sometimes we are born as a man. But in this lifetime, we are in this woman body to have some experience. So experience it completely. So once you accept that, yes, I am in this woman's body, today, in this moment, just tell to yourself that, yes, I am in this woman's body in this lifetime. I'm totally embracing it. I'm totally accepting it. And see, completely there will be a shift. So that is very, very important, my dear friends, because as a woman, we are in this body, but we have to accept the body. A lot of women, they share that when they are pregnant, they have this fear and they pray to God that it will be good if a male child is born, because I don't want a female child, because I have gone through so many things, all those from childhood, so many rejections, so many fears of going outside, even so many sexual abuses, child abuse, so many things as a woman. But together we can make a difference. Together we can share, and together we can heal them. And together we can raise a new generation where there will be a beautiful children where they can accept their womanhood. And even we can raise men where they accept the woman in their life. Because it's not just about women, my dear friends. It's also about men in our life. Even the men in our life has to transform. They have to accept the woman in their life. Only then together we can live happily and harmoniously. And just one other thing I just wanted to share here is, because a lot of us, we do a lot of study for our careers or for our passion sometimes. But it is very, very important to get this wisdom of how to live in a woman's body and what are her qualities, to understand other women and to understand ourselves first. How the mood swings will be there during our menstrual cycle, the whole of the month. How are we behaving? We have to understand our patterns. And when our body needs rest, we have to understand and observe that. That's very important. And as well, when you're becoming a mother, completely a newborn baby, it is there in our hands and we doesn't know how to take care of it, how to raise them. A doctor has to study so many years just to deliver the baby or to do something. But we are raising a baby for so many years, but we are not studying anything. So first, get that wisdom. If you're going to become a mom, get that wisdom. Know more about parenting. That's very important, my dear friends. So the final thing, I don't think I have much time, but this is a very vast subject. Once we start talking about womanhood, it's completely a big subject. It's like a drop in the ocean. I'm just touching on different aspects. So the balancing of emotions is very, very important, and balancing our relationships, because woman is the center of the family, center of the society. Once a woman can balance herself, she can balance the whole family and the whole society. So it's very, very important to balance our emotions. to ourselves, to be peaceful. Sometimes just take some time for yourself to be happy, to be peaceful. Only once you are peaceful, you are happy, you can give those vibrations, that energy to your family. So with that, my dear friends, just here to powerful and strong women, may we know them, may we be them, and may we raise them. To all the powerful and strong women across the world, happy International Women's Day once again. And it's not just for one day. Every day we are a woman, and every day we have to celebrate our womanhood. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pranahita Garu. The each and every word you said is really, really important. I completely agree with you. To maintain the discipline in our life and to say no, to what we are supposed to say no, that is also important. To do meditation, to do the mindfulness, to keep up. Wow, it's amazing. It's a treasure, that we are gathering today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Lata. And thank you, Padma Garu. Thank you, one and all.
Now over to Shishma for your final conclusion. Hello.
Sushma Garu.
Hello, Sushma Garu. Now over to you for your final conclusion.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lata Garu. Thank you for passing it over to me. What a wonderful way of celebrating Women's Day today. I would say I thoroughly enjoyed every bit of this afternoon and this evening, and I'm assuming that everybody who has been there has enjoyed it thoroughly today. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to Padma Garu and her whole team for organizing such a wonderful Zoom session to celebrate Women's Day and womanhood. Thank you, Padma Garu. Thank you. She's a wonderful lady, very active, and she finds unique ways of doing things in this COVID time. So thank you. Thanks a lot. Then I would like to thank our wonderful compeers Lata and Lakshmi Garu for introducing all the artists today, introducing the speakers this afternoon, and keeping this event going so smoothly. Thank you, Lata, and thank you, Lakshmi Garu. Also, we shouldn't forget the people behind this event who have done the flyers, who have done all the hard work and all the IT work. So thanks to Vijay Lakshmi Garu and Gayatri Garu for being there for us, being behind us, and making this event such a big success. So thank you. Thanks to Ritu Sanghviji for making us do the relaxing meditation. Thank you to Mallika Basu Garu for sharing her meditation journey. It's a truly inspiring journey that she has had, and which will inspire many of the women. I'm hoping so. Thank you, Mallika Garu. Thank you to Priya for her presentation on self-love and how and what we can do and what we cannot. What are the 5 things that we should be doing? So thank you, Priya. Thank you to Laura Evans, for former cabinet minister, for coming and giving her valuable time and explaining us about the things that are happening around Manchester. Thank you, Laura. Thank you to Srimani for explaining about meditation and the benefits of kids meditation and mindfulness. Thank you, Srimani. You're a wonderful speaker. Thank you. Thank you to Namrata Bedi for sharing her life journey and the challenges she has faced in her life and how she rose over them and been a wonderful mom and a wonderful lady. Thank you, Namrata. Thank you to Sharanya and Kamakshi for their wonderful singing and entertaining us. Thank you to Sujata and Rajni for their wonderful dance performance. Last but not the least, thank you, Pranahita ma'am, for your wonderful speech on womanhood and how about acceptance and controlling emotions. Thanks a lot. You are, I mean, I keep listening to your YouTube things, and you're a wonderful speaker. Thank you. As I said, last but not the least, thank you to my wonderful dancing partners, Usha, Saujanya, and Radhika. They keep me, and I mean, they are very motivated, and they learn dance, and they've done a wonderful performance. And also to the yoga the team, Bhavna, Satya, Padma, Radhika, Sandhya, Radha. I think so I've not missed everybody else. Thank you. I mean, they're motivated, they do yoga regularly, and they keep me motivated to attend the classes regularly and to keep going. So thank you all. Thank you one and all for being part of this wonderful event today, and participating in it, and also watching it. Thank you.
So finally, I am thankful to everyone, especially audience are very, very important. The YouTube live audience and here who attended last few hours. So thanks a lot for all. Abhiram Garu, I think she raised her hand. She want to speak something, I think. Yes, you are in mute. You are on mute, ma'am. Please use unmute. You raised your hand long back, but no time, the schedule, that's why. Please, can you share your experience, something, what you want to share? I think we can give, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Padma Garu. Thank you very much, all wonderful ladies. I loved it. Thank you very much.
So finally, I want to share one thing. Here, so many ladies attended. So please take initiation to teach meditation all your family members, friends, and our group is ready. We can come and take meditation sessions wherever you want to organize, in companies or anywhere, anytime. We are ready to come and teach meditation. So please, wherever the possibilities are there, try to arrange one meditation session for everyone. That is my main request for each and every lady here. So thank you so much. So I think
I would like to clap for the audience, all those who are there here. Thank you very much for being here and encouraging everyone here. Thank you very much. And claps for all the performances. Brilliant ladies, you have done very good, very, very good job. Very good. And we are almost at the end of the.
So I want one more time. I want to say thanks, Vijayalakshmi Garu. She's always, anytime, make flyer, night, morning, daytime. She's available all the time. She made lot of flyers. And mostly Gayatri Garu, she always behind because now she cannot available with small daughter. She's the background live and telecast everything every time. She's with small baby, even though when I ask her help, she never say no. Anytime, okay, madam, I'm with you. So mostly I want to say thank you to Gayatri and Vijayalakshmi Gar. And the remaining thing anyway, because we are all here, but they are, both are behind the screen. So both are very important. On screen is important, off screen is important. So I would like to say one more time, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think
So,
Gayatri, we can stop the live. So Lakshmi Garu want to do some dancing with all the ladies for dancing and do. Okay, we'll stop the live and yes.
It's just a multilingual